Well, hello. Y'all know what day it is? Hey, it's Friday. It's my day, and I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. Come on inside of the StreamYard room to Facebook, to the private group, to all the places, the business page. I am just so happy that you guys are here. You decided to be here with me. It's live at 5. It's Friday. We've been talking about complaints all week. And before I get into my final conversation about the payoff, I want you to first share this video. So what I've been doing is definitely tracking who's sharing. Hey, whoever's out there, hey sissy, let me get my red dress. For sure. Thank you so much for being here. I want to say thank you so much for sharing the videos. I want to go ahead. Hey, Tiffany, the new. Okay, she says she already shared. And I want y'all to know that you can definitely see who shares right from the post. So here, let me give you some homework. Okay, number one, in order for you to be able to share to the group, hey Tiffany, I am doing wonderful, hunty. So happy that you are here. Thank you, LaShawn, for my dress. Okay, in order for you to be able to share the post, you got to share it from my business page. So when you come to Live at 5, go to the business page with me in the pink jacket, because then you'll be able to share. If not, you're sharing inside the group, and you can only share the people inside the group. I hope that makes sense. So you're not really sharing it out there. You got to share it from this page. All right, Tiffany, I got you. You shared. So go to the business page. Again, go to the business page. Me in the pink jacket. That's where you need to tune in for Live at 5 with me on the business page with the pink jacket. Not inside the private group Career to Calling. Not on YouTube. You got to be here inside of Facebook on the business page. All right, you got it. Thank you so much for sharing. So before we go, I'm going to announce my winner for today. I will announce that at the end. But right now, I want to first drop this link because I want to invite you. Remember how I told you that I was going to give you an opportunity to get your complaints and the impact of your complaints all cleared up. Here's the link. Some of you guys promised in the last class that you were going to invite some individuals. So I'm dropping the link right now. I want you to go ahead, register if you would like to be there February the 11th, 10 o'clock a.m. But I want you to bring someone with you. I don't want you to come alone. So you need to share this link with someone else. My coach, Sherry Shoemaker, will be inside of the Zoom room on February the 11th at 10 o'clock a.m. talking about your complaints and helping you figure out your payoff and your cost. So you want to make sure that you're a part of that conversation. Because see, I've been working through mine right here, live on screen. And today it's all about the payoff. Put it in the chat. It's all about the payoff. It's all about the payoff. And you're going to see what I mean by it's all about the payoff in just a second. Well, my name is Denise Merriweather. I am the CEO and founder of Queenpreneurs Jumpstart Program. It's the #1 training environment for women in the world looking to leverage your knowledge, ignite their passion, and build a highly profitable business. We do this by building your courage, confidence, and competence so you can accept, believe, and commit to what it is that God has called you to do. Okay, yes, Tiffany, the new. It is all about the payoff. Okay, so this week I've been talking to you about my consistent complaint. And go ahead and just drop your consistent complaint in the chat. So my consistent complaint is that nobody chooses me. Nobody ever chooses me. Nobody ever chooses me. And because I have that consistent complaint, it creates these feelings, right? These feelings of sadness, of unworthiness, of not feeling like I belong. And then I get frustrated and upset, and it causes me to take on certain actions that impact my life, right? So I start being rude or short or dismissive of people, especially when I think that they're not including me, they're not choosing me. Put it in the chat. Whatever your complaint is, put it in the chat, right? So then I talked about the next day, the cost of the complaint. So the cost of the complaint for me is that I don't have a voice, right? I don't have freedom of expression, and I don't experience love and affinity because of my upset, my breakdown, my rudeness, my frustration, and all those things that I'm emitting and evoking onto other people because I have this conversation that I'm not chosen. But let me tell you where the coup de grace is. This is the mic drop. It's a payoff, and it's a payoff for me, right? So here's the first payoff that I have. The first payoff that I get for my complaints, and you do too. This is the coup de grace. This is the clutch of pearls, because this is the hard part. And I'm going to drop the link for you to join me for a conversation February the 11th, so you can get on the court in the game about your complaints. But the payoff, one of the payoffs that I have is that I'm able to be right, that I'm never chosen. Put it in the chat. Number one is I'm able to be right. Oh my God. Hey, Tam, where you been? Tam, where have you been? Okay, so yeah, I know that you was here. Was you here last week, or maybe you was here Monday? Did you share the video? You need to share the video. So listen. All right, listen. So my consistent complaint is that nobody chooses me. So nobody chooses me. I'm never chosen. Nobody chooses me. Same game. We're in the same game, Tamu. So look, the first payoff is that I get to be right. So I set up situations in order for me to be right. So you know how the cost of my affinity, my freedom. But remember those feelings of being sad and being unworthy causes me to take on actions of frustration and upset that I evoke on other people, meaning that they lose the fight before it even starts. Because I have that viewpoint that I'm never chosen, when I go into situations, I do self sabotaging, right? I actually, she said, I was here on Monday and I shared the video every day. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much. And make sure you're sharing it, Tamu, from the main page. Because if you're not sharing it from the main page, you're sharing it from the group, Career to Call In. Nobody else can see it besides the people in the group. So make sure you're sharing it from the main page. All right, listen. And that would be me with the pink jacket, Janine Merriweather page. So me being right about not being chosen is something that I set up as a practice, right? So remember how I told you that I go into some of these relationships, like when I was dating, this whole idea of not being chosen affects my relationships. So early on, when I started dating, I would put myself in situations that I could never win in. Put it in the chat. I could never win. I could never win. Right? I would put myself in situations like love triangles where people were dating somebody, or I find out later on that they were trying to date me and someone else. And instead of me taking exiting stage left or right, I would stay in the game and try to get them to choose me. Do you get how crazy this is? I remember even having a conversation with a male friend, and he was like, Deneen, beware of men who have a bird in the hand and a bird in the bush. He is not going to let the bird in his hand go in order to grab at the bird in the bush. Do you get what I'm saying? So you can stay in the tree, in the bush if you want to, but he ain't letting go the bird in his hand to go try to grab you. Do you get that? Do y'all get that? Right? I could never win. I could never win. There's no Tiffany. Oh my God. Hey, Tiff. So listen. So because I would put myself into these situations, these self-sabotaging situations where I'm never chosen, right? There's no way that I could be chosen putting myself in a situation that I'm already losing in. Do you get that? A love triangle, you already losing, you already outnumbered. It's not enough room for you. So then when it happens, when the person don't choose me, I get to be right. Do you get that? Do you get that? It was a self-sabotaging, self-prophecy that I kept putting myself in situations where I wouldn't be chosen. And it's the same thing for you. I don't know what your situation is. I don't know what it is that you are actually have this consistent complaint or this persistent complaint about, but I promise you it's a payoff for you. Now, for me, I get to be right. I also get to be justified. Meaning when I go into other relationships and I'm mean and I'm shut off and I'm short and I don't let people close to me because nobody ever really chooses me to be in their circle, then that's me being justified. That's another payoff. When I'm justified, it justified me being rude to you, not letting you in, not letting you close, not being trustworthy, not opening myself up, not being vulnerable, not talking about anything that you could use against me later because I'm afraid that what? You're going to use it against me. So I'm justified. I'm justified of not being chosen. Meaning, here it is. I'm right now. I'm justified. You don't have to choose me because I'm going to protect myself before you actually do anything to hurt me. And then here's another thing, another payoff for me, because I'm winning. I'm winning, y'all. Put this in the chat. I'm winning, but I'm losing. I'm winning, but I'm losing. But this is the payoff, right? Remember the cost: no love, no affinity, no freedom of expression, right? And I don't have a voice. So instead of me using a situation or using my voice to say what's not working for me or what I would like to happen, I shut my voice down and I become withdrawn and I become protective of myself so that I don't give you no more ammunition to hurt me because I already know that you're not going to choose me. Do y'all get how this is just a self-sabotaging prophecy? She said, oh yes, I put my walls up, I push people away, so I guarantee I won't be chosen. Do you get that? Do you get that? You guarantee that you won't be chosen from the gate because you got this consistent complaint that nobody ever chooses you. So you're right, meaning that you're right. You get to say, I'm right. Nobody ever chooses me, right? And then number two, you're justified because when this happened in the past, even though it was a love triangle and I didn't get chosen, oh my God, I'm justified in not trusting people, not opening up. Do you get it? Okay. And the last thing is the coup de grace, the mic drop. I also get to dominate or avoid domination. So entering into these relationships, if I can outpower you, outsmart you, dominate you before you dominate me, like cut off the relationship before you try to cut me off, or not even let the relationship begin because I already know that you're not going to choose me, you're going to hurt me anyway. So I just be foolish from the gate. That's me dominating the situation, just like how people like to be late. Right, that's a form of domination. Y'all might not think so, but if you make a request for people to be on time and they continue to be late, that's a domination, like running a racket. Right, they want to be they're dominating you by not showing up, by making you wait. Right, because they want you to know that you're not in control of them and you can't control and tell them what to do and control their time. So they're just going to be late and then not show up. But I got something for people like that. I just leave after a certain amount of minutes. I leave. I poof. I be gone, and I let them just reschedule or whatever. I don't make them wrong, but I don't wait either. Do you get that? Because I still hold the standard of people being on time. That's the thing for me. I request it. It's a standard. I ask for it. If you can't achieve it for whatever reason, I know life happens. Sometimes there's breakdowns, there's situations, there's circumstances, but you know how you can restore integrity, right? Is to just let me know before you late that you're going to be late, because you already know that you're going to be late before you late. Okay? Just tell me that you're going to be late so I don't even waste my time logging on for you not to be there. Do you get that? But listen, so those are the three payoffs that I have for my situation of not being chosen. I don't know what yours is, right? But I'm right, I'm justified, and I avoid domination. So that means I dominate first. That means I get out of situations first. That means I get to choose first. So because I know that you're not going to choose me, I'm going to not choose you first. Do y'all get that? Right? And it's a self-fulfilling prophecy based on what you believe and what you say. Absolutely. Absolutely. Your words create your life. Absolutely. Thank you, LaShawn. See, you dropping all this knowledge up in here. I'm loving it. See, and this is how we think we win and when we actually be losing, because you think your complaint is helping you and it's moving you forward, but it's not. It's holding you back and it's keeping away from you all the things that you really want in life. So listen, I'm dropping this link again on February the 11th at 10 o'clock a.m. My coach will be coming into the Zoom room with you guys and whoever signed up and whoever you're going to invite to talk about your consistent or persistent complaints that you have in your life. And if you want to get rid of them, if you want to be able to really have control of them when they pop up, because they're going to pop up. Like this not being chosen thing didn't start yesterday and it ain't going to stop tomorrow. Right, it's there, but now I have tools to be able to see, like, oh, here it is, that racket. I'm running that conversation again about not being chosen when I know it's not a fact. If you were seeing the video that I made, it can't be. Why? Because you guys are here. You're choosing to be here. And I know that you love me and you care for me. So how can I not be chosen when I'm already chosen? Do you get that? Oh, that's a song. That's something my girls be saying. I don't know what young artist or rapper talk about being chosen, but how can I not be chosen if I'm already chosen? Something like that. But it's right. And when you look at your consistent or persistent complaint, you'll get that is not true. It's not true that you're not chosen. It's not true that nobody chooses you. Tamu, you are my girl. You're one of my closest friends. So I choose you. If nobody else in the world chooses you, I choose you. And LaShawn, you get support, girl. I support you. What are you talking about? I ain't even worried about that stuff that you're saying, right? I'm right. I avoid being chosen. I prevent domination. Exactly. Yes, that's the song. She said, yes, that's the song. Okay, Tiffany. So I'm in there. She said, Ice Spice is the artist. Okay, so y'all putting me on. So how can you be chosen when you're already chosen? Exactly. How can you not be chosen if you're already chosen? And that's the thing. And I want you to get that as well. Whatever it is, that persistent complaint that you have in your life about yourself or about people that you care about, I want you to get that you made it up. That is not true. It doesn't hold water. And you live as if it's a fact and you believe it. And you dominate people and you make yourself right and you justify your behavior in the way that you act and the way that you treat people, when in actuality it's costing you, and it's costing you big, just like it's costing me. It's costing me healthy relationships, love and affinity, self-expression, and most of all, my voice. Oh my goodness. Do you know how paralyzing it is when you can't express yourself and use your voice to say the things that's on your heart that you really want to say? Exactly. Okay, so there was two Tiffany's up in here. So now I want to announce, she said, get rid of the stinking thinking. Absolutely. Get rid of it, because it's not benefiting you. If anything is harming you, it's hurting you. And I want you to get that these conversations that you've made up, these complaints that you have in your life, they are actually affecting you from having the things that you really care about and that you want. But you got to be able to catch them and check them when they show their little ugly face. Do you understand? And so I want to invite you again. I'm going to drop the link one more time. And I want you to invite somebody and bring somebody with you, because the community that grows together stay together. If you grow and the person that you hang with ain't growing, you ain't going to be with them too much longer. Why? Because you're going to experience life in a different way, a different paradigm, a different way of living, and it ain't going to align anymore. So instead of you leaving them behind, bring them with you. We're going to have a conversation about your complaints. We're going to get them out on the court. My coach is going to be there to help coach you, and you'll have an opportunity to hear about the Landmark Forum and you participate in the Landmark Forum, because this will help you get your complaints under wraps and move you forward in the areas of life that you want to see breakthroughs in. So look, I'm always looking forward to serving you. The winner for this week, for all the shares and all the things, is no one other than my sissy, LaShawn Michael. LaShawn Michael, $25 gift card for you coming your way. Look, I want you guys to continue to share. Continue to share. Every Friday, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for something that will help you enjoy life a little better. It may be the Starbucks, it may be the Amazon, it may be MasterCard or Visa, but you'll be getting a gift for your sharing. And I'm so excited. Thank you, Sissy, for all your shares. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here every day. This is Tiffany Thompson. Tiffany. So we had 3 Tiffanys in the house today. Tiffany, yes. So here's how you got to share, Roz. So listen, let me give y'all the rules and regulations so y'all can get this. You got to share from the business page, me with the pink jacket, because I'll be able to see all the shares and it'll go to all the people. You can't share inside of Career to Calling, because when you share in Career to Calling, it only goes to the people that's inside the group. Yes, the 3 Tiffanys, we had Tiffany Harris, we have Tiffany Nance, and we had Tiffany Tunsil. All the Tiffanys was up in the space today. Dr. Roz, so happy that you are here. She said, checkmate. All right, got you. All right, look, you guys, continue to share. Again, I'm going to drop the link. Come be with me February the 11th. My coach is going to be in the space from Landmark Worldwide. Her name is Sherry Shoemaker. She's going to help get your complaints on the court and help you figure out your payoff and your cost. And then you're going to get to choose whether or not you hold on to that complaint or you're going to let it go. All right. Always looking forward to serve you. I'll see you guys on Monday, because I'll be live at 5. Hey, I'm live